Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to welcome in Traci Darrow, the Executive Director of the Ashland Emergency Food Bank, as well as the newest member of the Ashland City Council. Traci, good to meet you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for the invitation.
Of course. So let's first start with the Ashland Emergency Food Bank. When did you start with that position?
Late November.
Okay. And at the same time, and I have to add, it's Pam Marsh you're replacing as Executive Director, and you were just appointed, I believe, just last week to Ashland City Council, also taking Pam's spot. Is that right?
It is. It's City Council Position 6, which Pam Marsh vacated when she was elected to the legislature. Sure. So, yes, it's a happy coincidence.
So, I imagine you've been quite busy in the last week, of course, with city politics and the last 3 or so months with the food bank. Going again with the food bank, it's the holidays are traditionally a busy time for organizations like that. Thrown into the fire, if you will. How has that been as a learning experience for you?
It was a tremendous learning experience and really great. I learned quickly what a tremendous amount of community support the food bank enjoys. Just hundreds of volunteers coming together for the food drive in December, the Christmas boxes and Thanksgiving boxes that we put out to hundreds of families, and it just all ran smoothly. It was really great to see. Excellent.
And how many people are served by that food bank?
So the Ashland Emergency Food Bank serves Ashland and Talent residents, and they can shop once a month. We serve about 600 shoppers, which is about 1,500 individuals each month, and about 25% of those are children.
Okay. And tell me what it's been like for the week since you've been appointed to Ashland City Council. Again, thrown into the fire. What's that been like for you adjusting to that new role?
I haven't had a council meeting yet, so I'm just doing a lot of background and meeting with staff and trying to kind of get up to speed as quickly as possible. It's a great council, and they've got a lot of work that they've already started on, so really just spending a lot of time in the evenings reading municipal code.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very exciting stuff, I would imagine.
It's very exciting.
Okay, well, I definitely want to talk more about your political background because you have an extensive one. But first, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Traci Darrow from the Ashland Emergency Food Bank and the newest member of the Ashland City Council, appointed just last week. But you have a pretty long career, Traci, in politics. Tell everybody about your background there.
I started working for a legislator in 1989, so I worked the 89, 91, 91 sessions, 93 sessions, and also worked for U.S. Senator Ron Wyden for a number of years.
Okay, and you're as we talked about, a Democrat, as you put on there for Ashland City Council. You've been involved with the Budget Committee for several years. How has that helped prepare you for City Council?
It gives me a really good idea of kind of the structure, and it was illuminating to me that so much of the revenue, Ashland has a fairly large budget because they run their own utility and a very active and large park system and others, but the discretionary funding in the budget is more limited than I would have thought. So it really kind of forced the Budget Committee to look at the city priorities and what was available to be funded.
And as we talked about, just appointed just last week, and you said earlier in part one that you're just right now reading municipal code, and it sounds terribly exciting. So what are your priorities for City Council and what you can do in that position?
My priority is to work collaboratively with the council and look at the work they've already started. There's been groups that have been working over the last year, 2 years on issues that are very important to the citizens of Ashland, the Climate Change Committee, the Housing Commission. There's just the 10 by 20 ordinance, which is 10%. The city will produce 10% new renewable power by 2020. There's just all of these issues going on that I want to attempt to work on in good faith and get up to speed as quickly as possible.
Okay, well, I know it's been a whirlwind couple of months and doesn't sound like it's slowing down right now. Good to meet you. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.